This is, I know this is, even sound strange for me to say this, but I wouldn't lie. I was going to be telling some truth here that also is important. Because this is, I know it's even surprising for me to even say it, but it's true. And here's the truth. Um, Prior to this Christ Mass celebration, which is the birth of Jesus, and the most beautiful gift of all. And I can get into the details of that, but I want to actually tell people something about this particular birthday of Jesus. It was the first one that I went into it full-hearted with the love and appreciation to and of and from Jesus. And it was the first one in which I truly super celebrated and had beautiful time with my family. And I mean, I've had good times with my family before, but this was at depths like no others. It was beautiful, it was kind, it was loving, it was fun. It wasn't the longest evening, it was just beautiful and true to love. It was just a lot of good people being selfless because their concerns were just the joys of everyone around them. And that's Jesus. This is true love. What it means to be loving and kind and good is there's almost no depth in which you're involved with what's important in your shopping day. Although I will say, yeah, it's interesting too. Okay? See, a lot of people would drink it the other way. It's supposed to be right-handed, but I'm like, no, it's left-handed. The left-hand path for me now is also love. Yeah, because there's no other way for me. It's just love. And the interesting thing about this is that it's because I don't want to look at it. I want others to see love. Love. Yeah, because the best part of love isn't the love you have for you. It's the love you give to all. That's why Jesus is love and just perfection and beautiful. Anyway, I love you all. Hey, boxing up the day, maybe stay home and enjoy the family and the friends and the kids and everyone again, and never mind the shopping. Yeah. I would say the day in which they call Black Friday, yeah, that's a better name for it. Very black. Left Hand Friday? Well, not anymore, because I've ruined that path as well. I've turned it to love. I love you. Truly, truly love. And for Chewy, Chewy love you. Chew love. God bless you all in your journey. I hope you find all the love and beautiful love cups. Full. Full. Very full. Love you. I'm doing some, is my head crooked or is it the hat? The glasses do that all the time too. I'm doing this, I'm like, okay, so, nobody's perfect. But I'm like, okay, why is it the glasses are not ever fitting proper? Oh, for fuck's sakes, I'm crooked. Yeah, nice crooked though. Everything is, everything's, what's going on? It was too nice. Why'd he get kicked out? He was hugging people. Why did they kick him out of the store? Well, he bought everyone here lotto tickets. All he wanted was a hug for a ticket. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm playing the whole karma trick. Hug, better karma. Buy another ticket. Anyway, so here's the thing. I can't remember what this one was about. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah. So I find all the stories, okay, and then I manage to find a love story in the story. So I'm giving some examples here. Essentially some of these tarot spirituals, whatever. Anyway, trust me, there's some bad stories there, okay? Here's the interesting part of one of the stories. So, good stories. Okay, here's the interesting thing. they are actually saying a lot of true things here. The two I've put together so far. Now there's many more, trust me, from 2 to 200. Okay, and that would be on the lower end of the numbers. Here, the thing is, anyone that knows my story can also tell they're clearly talking about stuff that is to do with me. And they'll talk to me with other fake accounts and so forth. But I have messaged this one particular guy, yeah, that'll give you the answer as to who it is. So, yeah, I've messaged him, and I'm going to message him again. And I'm going to say, like, hey, look at, I've given you some opportunity to talk to me. I was going to buy 50 of his t-shirts just to talk to him. I mean, I was trying to find a way to book him or something. And here's people that make their money being booked. So why would it be so hard to book the guy? That's his job. That's what he's doing to get paid and make money. Yeah, not with me, though. Yeah, they're not talking. They don't want to talk to me. Here's why. There was a part of this plan. Part of this plan was actually to get it to a point where they're telling the story that, whoa, they're not talking about me. They're not talking to me. This is the person they're talking about. It's like a fictional character or something. Anyway, it's well past that point in which that angle even works. And this could be just me coming up with some dark story. I don't know all the dark story angles. I do know this, that when I was in LA and Mike had me there, and the guy was on the phone talking about things that were going to happen. And coincidentally, interesting as I knew it was also that they were talking about me. So here he is, so brazen to actually be talking about what they were planning with me. And this was also a plan that was very dark because I was not going to be living through this plan. Anyway, part of this trauma, scapegoat, whatever, destiny swapping weird shit, which is not existing as they believe it is, it's the trick. And here's the interesting thing about Satan's tricks. Satan doesn't really care if he gets caught lying because everything he says is a lie. The very nature of lies. Here's the thing too, that, like I said, the death that everyone has to suffer as the wage of sin is that he is a murderer. Yes, from the beginning. The beginning is Adam and Eve. And yeah, they were murdered. Okay? So the truth in where it is his first lie is that full on 80, estimated 80 million, no, sorry, 80 billion people. Yeah, that's funny for a few reasons. But there is something very funny about the fact that he says, you definitely don't have to be dying. It's there's a chance for you to live beyond sin. Okay? Yeah, there's a chance. But so far, 80 billion people didn't entertain the chance more than, don't do it. You'll die. Didn't love your life enough to live sin-free. Okay. Satan's tricks. So the father of lies has some convincing tricks, and he's fooled some of his witches and warlocks and demons and whatever, and he rewards them with wealth. The catocracy is real, and Epstein and all the other crazy people that are doing all the most demonic evil things. And Satan actually tells people things and bad news stories quite a lot. Here's the interesting thing too. He's looking for reactions on those bad stories because he knows who's corruptible and most easily corrupted will get positions of power and so forth. The world is run by an evil person, or evil whatever the fuck that is. And all the people that think they're given powers are really being blinded by him and then giving some insights. Oh, like Satan gives you a little bit of a candle in a very dark room and says, oh, look at this, look at that. So he's giving you a shit sandwich. A little truth, a big shit filling between two literally thin truth breads. Here's the thing. His point is to giving some truths that will harm people. It's not truth to heal. as I'm actually trying to help everyone understand, including a message that I sent to someone today as well, who knows the super bad culprits and also super big fools. And one of them in particular that also had a house burned down. Now this person can't afford trips to Mexico. She can't afford Mexican food at a restaurant. Okay, so here's the thing. Coincidentally, in Mexico, both times when the attempts on my life happened. Not only that, but fire insurance. Okay, well that was an oddity on its own, but the life insurance on me was definitely not some. Here's the thing. I didn't push this. I'm not pushing it still because I'm not out to harm any of the people that did the foolish things they've done. I'm to love them. I'm to try to guide them to love and truth and to repent. So just admit some of the dark, bad things that you've done. Help others to repent. Help others to see that they too can escape the sinful, bad ways of the satanic trickster and come to the love in Jesus. Because it's all there for everyone. And the best part of the loving ways and celebrations is that it is really an easy thing to do, is to show people how you made a mistake and how you were still able to come to Jesus. Yeah, because there's no way in which you can't turn to the right path. And then here's the thing, after you make the right decisions and take the right path to come to God and come to Jesus, you can have the left-handed cup full of love. True story. Anyway, here's some interesting stories that are also very true. I wonder, I've reached out to them again, and here's the thing, if they do get back to me and there are conversations, and I would probably encourage that they be recorded and that they be displayed for others to see and hear. Yeah, love wins, but I will keep their stories private if that's what they wish. Love you. I'm feeling it. See it? Yeah. Love wins. By the way, I often say love wins. I often say God wins. And yesterday I also reminded everyone, because I said Jesus wins. And guess what? Same hat. It's true. Yeah, it's true love. Anyway, my dog is very happy because you know what he also loves? Turkey bones. And here's the thing, they always like, oh yeah, you don't feed your dog bones. I'm like, no, they're lying, Satan liars. Oh yeah, give them these plastic things to chew on. Yes, it helps their teeth. Meanwhile, all their teeth are missing. Joey's happy, healthy. He can chew. Listen, the parts of the bone, they say, oh, a dog can't ever chew that. Oh yeah, he can. I'm telling you right now, if you got a problem with one of your legs, she'll take care of it. Yeah, there's an amputee volunteer dog right there. If you got to get rid of a body part, just get Chewy to do it. He'll break through it. Crunch! I would say the only bone that he maybe couldn't chew up like a cracker, maybe an elephant bone. Yeah, just lots of elephants in the room. He just looks around and goes, oh, this is great. Yeah, he's loving it. Elephant bones. You know, bones like this thick. Anyway. Yeah, that's one you won't forget, for sure. That's the bone that you're not forgetting. The elephant, well, he'd want to forget it, probably. You know, it sucks. Unless it's a tusk. But that sucks too, because, taking their tusks while they're... I don't know the whole thing with the tusk things. I know they had to stop it because it was out of control, because apparently it was worth something. Like, what could be worth more than the animal having what it is important to have? That's the real value. Stop stealing their fucking tusks. And if you do steal one, give it to Chewy. secondary good values there. Anyway, loved ones, love you. Oh, sorry. I was drinking with this hand instead. Darn it! I don't want to mix up my story. There we go. Yeah, see? And interestingly, rest in peace, dead Kennedys. And by the way, I'll bring this up again. It's like, this is the funnier thing. Like, he used to sing a song called Nazi Punks F Off. And I'm like, geez, what's going on here? Because he's now officially a very Nazi punk. And I mean, what I say, like all the things that he wrote about, I was actually even going to do something on this, holiday in Cambodia and stuff, because there's some good messages in with some of these songs, which when I was young I enjoyed. And here's the thing, I always could see the anarchist and the one that challenged the system, that didn't like it and spoke up against it. And I did suffer a lot, even as a child, because of this. I was kicked out of every school, and it wasn't it. Well, according to this one school I went to, and they said it's not that he's getting kicked out for anything other than he speaks his mind. And here's the thing, he's very smart. So apparently, if you're folding boxes and you're doing as they say, but if you're challenging political systems, like for instance, this one time I was actually quite content with the way my dad behaved, is that it was questions with choice, and I wrote my answer. It was my choice. So it's please answer this question, something to do with politics. And I said the system's corrupt, and the only way to solve all the problems of the world is to get rid of the corrupt governments, or something to that effect. This is me at 12 or something. And then sorry, Chewy's distracting me. I'm not sure what he's doing. Chewy, don't lick your balls when we're doing videos. I mean, he's doing his toenails. Alvin does. Anyway, the point is that the question was answered. So you can't mark that wrong. And they did. And then my dad went in and says, I can read it clear as day, and he answered it just as it was asked. You can't mark that wrong. Though they didn't like what I said. And coincidentally, the world, it won't like what you said if you're saying something good. Jesus and the parts within the Bible are clear on this as well. First, they hated him, okay? And here's the other thing. To love the world is to essentially clarify yourself as an enemy, because this world is upside down. And all the things that are being given and rewarded, the catocracy of things, is where all the corruptest, most satanic of people and cults are running this world. It's very broken and upside down. So consider yourself a very good, special person to be hated. Yeah, and still love them. Yeah, love thy enemy. Yeah, for sure. They're broken and they can walk around with all their hate cups. And this one, full of love, full of beauty, and full of so much better shit than Satan's tricks. No elephant tusk in this cup. I love you.